Outgoing President Rodrigo Duterte led the commemoration of the country's 124th Independence Day. PHIVOX reports another phreatic eruption at the Bulusan volcano in Sorsogon early Sunday morning. And another round of big-time hikes in the prices of petroleum products is expected this week.
Inaanunsyo po natin sa buong mundo na tayo ay isang bansa na may sariling boses.
Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with President Duterte leading the commemoration of the country's Independence Day for the last time as chief executive. Joining him were some key government officials, including Defense Chief Delfin Lorenzana, who fainted during the event. Maricel Halili with the story.
His last few days in office, outgoing President Duterte led for the first and final time the country's Independence Day celebration at the Rizal Park in Manila. Duterte missed the Rizal Park celebration last 2017 after feeling sick, and in 2020 due to strict COVID-19 protocols. The president led the flag-raising event on Sunday morning and proceeded to the wreath-laying ceremony. As Duterte witnessed a flyby of Philippine Air Force aircraft, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, who was also at the Rizal Park, suddenly fainted due to the scorching heat. The medics immediately brought Lorenzana to a nearby hospital. The Defense Department said Lorenzana just got back to the country after meeting his foreign counterparts in Singapore. His hectic schedule and the hot weather may have resulted in fatigue. On Sunday afternoon, President Duterte and Senator Bongo had a video call with Lorenzana to check his condition.
Mahirap talaga pag walang tulog at mainit yung panahon. Bigla yata siyang nahilo. Yun lang narinig ko sa kanya kanina. Sabi niya nahilo.
Pero
sana po okay siya.
In a Facebook post, Lorenzana said he's fine and just resting after his test results turned out okay. Before leaving the Rizal Park, Duterte talked to the members of the diplomatic corps. He emphasized the significance of his war on drugs.
Do not be afraid of the national. We have to government and we are
Duterte has also expressed his concern over the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict.
We sympathize you, Ukrainians. We understand it. But breaks my heart when building children are killed. It is not acceptable in our age of civilization.
From Rizal Park, the president then proceeded to the port area and in Valenzuela City for other activities. For News 5, Maricel Halili, We Are One News.
President Duterte also led the lowering of the tunnel boring machine, which will be used for the Metro Manila subway project. During the event in Valenzuela City, Duterte thanked the Japanese government for funding the historic infrastructure project. Ambassador to the Philippines, Koshikawa Kazuhiko, said this is a testament of the strong alliance between the two countries. Now, the subway is a 33-kilometer underground rail line from Valenzuela to Pasay City, which is expected to be completed by 2027.
I cannot seem to fathom the love of the Japanese people for this republic. Until now, Japan has continued to help us to the extent that yung ibang Davao City, the new highway and bridge and everything, it would seem really that we are a part of the Japanese government.
Incoming and outgoing government officials join in commemorating the 124th anniversary of the Philippine independence. In a video message, President-elect Bongbong Marcos highlighted some of the well-known traits of Filipinos that led to our freedom.
Ang mga katangiang nagpalaya sa atin mula sa pananakop ay siya ring mga katangiang nagpapalaya sa atin mula sa hinaharap nating pagsubok. Talino, galing, kagitingan at higit sa lahat ang pagmamahal sa ating sariling Pilipinas. Ang siyang pundasyon ng ating kalayaan mula noon hanggang ngayon. Napakasarap maging Malaya, napakasarap maging Pilipino.
Meanwhile, President Duterte said the country's shared narrative is the basis for the values each Filipino lives by. He reminded the public to continue believing that there is still wisdom to be gained from our present choices, decisions, and actions. Vice President Leni Robredo, for her part, said there is a lot the public can do to be part of the continuous nation building. Now, these include being helpful to those in need, standing for what is right and true, as well as asserting the truths of our history. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Bulusan volcano acted up again earlier today, affecting more barangays in Sorsogon this time. Jenny Dongon has the report.
A week after Bulusan volcano's phreatic eruption, residents woke up to another one on Sunday morning. One of them, Mylene Shera, shared this video of the volcano spewing ashes. It only took seconds before the ashfall covered most of her town in Irusin. The same could be said in Huban, where villages and roads were also covered with thick ashes. Visibility along the highway was poor too. According to Huban MD RRMO, 24 out of 25 barangays were affected by the eruption. This include barangays Anyog, Puting Sapa, Bacolod, Buran-Buran, Katanusan, Calio, Rangas, Sipaya, and Aruroy. Prior to the eruption, 105 families from Barangay Puting Sapa were evacuated.
Sa kasalukuyan, isang barangay pa lang po ang meron tayong evacuees. Bale, ito po yung na-evacuate natin noong nakarang araw pa as of June 10. Preemptive evacuation po yon. Dahil nga po doon sa previously recorded na increasing volcanic activities. As of now, wala pa namang order to evacuate doon sa prior evacuation. Nauna na yung mga vulnerable sectors natin na nailikas doon sa Barangay Puting Sapa.
In Huban, residents and authorities have already started clearing the area. A clean-up drive was done in Casiguran too. In a press conference, Sorsogon Governor Cheese Escudero said more areas were affected by the ashfall this time.
Mas madaming abong nilabas ng Bulusan ngayon at hindi tulad ng nakaraang pagputok din kung saan isang barangay lamang ang naapektuhan. Ngayon, mas maraming barangay ang naapektuhan ng ashfall.
Escudero also said that there is no need to declare a state of calamity yet. He assured residents that the LGU has enough funds to support over 11,000 affected individuals. The LGU said that they are targeting to finish the clearing operation along Maharlika Highway as soon as possible so that the National Police, Fire Bureau, Coast Guard, and DPWH can start going to the affected barangays. FIVOX, meanwhile, advised aviation authorities to avoid flying near Bulusan Summit as the ash can be hazardous. For News 5, Jenny Dongon, We Are One News.
Another big-time oil price hike is expected in the coming days. Unioil projects that prices of diesel would increase by up to 4 pesos and 50 centavos per liter. Gasoline prices are likewise expected to rise by up to 1 peso and 60 centavos. Global experts noted that the oil industry continued on its turbulent course last week. This as international benchmark Brent crude had been roughly steady at the high of $122 per barrel. The Conservation and Restoration Project in the ancient Roman city of Pompeii now has a help of a dog-like robot. Let's find out more in this Bloomberg video.
Ambienti come questi, come questo in cui ci troviamo, sicuramente diventa difficile nel tempo poterlo controllare e monitorare. Ci sono ambienti, il parco è pienissimo di zone inesplorate che sono in fase di mappatura, di descrizione e ci troviamo sottoterra, quindi tutte le condizioni di messa in sicurezza di ambienti man mano che vengono scoperti, man mano che vengono adibiti all'accesso poi successivo da parte anche dei turisti, necessitano di un livello di sicurezza molto elevato. Quindi nelle prime fasi di esplorazione di questi ambienti avere la possibilità di mandarci un robot sicuramente è un valore aggiunto.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.